Hello everyone, my name is Benedicta Nasya Averine. I'm an 11th grader and I'm from social science class. Here's for the debating assignment. I would like to talk about the human rights definition, violation of human rights, and how to prevent the violation of human rights itself. First of all, let's move to the first topic. What are human rights? Human rights are the basic rights and freedoms that belong to every person in the world, from their birth until death. They apply regardless of where you are from, what you believe, or how you choose to live your life. They can never be taken away. Also, they can sometimes be restricted, for example, if a person breaks the law or in the interest of national security. These basic rights are based on shared values like dignity, fairness, equality, respect, and independence. Second, about the definition and types of human rights violation. There are second type of human rights violation. First, it is violation that happen that a state commits a human right, either directly or indirectly. Violation can either be intentionally performed by the state and or come as a result of the state failing to prevent the violation. When a state engages in a human rights violation, various actors can be involved such as police, judges, prosecutors, government officials, and more. The violation can be psychically violent in nature, such as police brutality, while rights such as the right to fair trial can also be violated, when no physical violence is involved. The second type of violation is failure by the state to protect. It occurs when there is a conflict between individuals or groups within a society. If the state does nothing to intervene and protect vulnerable people and groups, it is participating in the violation. Also, there are a few examples of human rights violation. First, we have mentioned a few examples of human rights violation, but there are many more. There are civil, political, economic, cultural, and social rights that can be violated through various means. We all realize that civil rights, which include the right to life, safety, and equality before the law, are considered by many to be first-generation rights. And secondly, political rights, which include the right to a fair trial and the right to vote, also fall under this category. First, I would like to explain about the civil and political rights. Civil and political rights are violated through genocide, torture, and arbitrary arrest. This violation often happen during times of war, and when a human rights violation intersects with the breaking of laws about armed conflict, is known as a war crime. Conflict can also trigger violation of the right to freedom of expression and the right of peaceful assembly. States are usually responsible for the violation as they attempt to maintain control and push down rebellious societal forces. Violation of civil and political human rights are not always linked to specific conflict and can occur at any given time. Human trafficking is currently one of the largest issues on a global scale, as millions of men, women, and children are forced into labor and sexual exploitation. Also, religious discrimination is very common in many places around the world. This violation often occurs because the state is failing to protect vulnerable groups. Secondly, it is about economic, social, and cultural rights. As described in the United Declaration of Human Rights, economic, social, and cultural rights include the right to work, the right to education, and the right to physical and mental health. As is the case with all human rights, economic, social, and cultural rights can be violated by state and other actors. There's a few examples about the violation of this right. First, it's contaminating water, for example, with waste from state-owned facilities, or it included as the right to health. And second, it's discriminating at work based on traits like race, gender, and sexual orientation, or it's same as the right to work. And secondly, not paying a sufficient minimum wage. or it included at the rights at work. And fourth, segregating students based on disabilities. It's classified as the right to education. And lastly, forbidding the use of minority or indigenous language, or it's the right to participate in cultural life. So, ladies and gentlemen, in Indonesia itself, there's a lot of human rights violation cases. One of the most popular human rights violation cases, it's called G30 SPKI, or it can considered as ethnic cleansing, especially at the time it's applied to Chinese groups in Indonesia. Here's the things that we as a young generation should understand about how to fulfill a human right and how to protect the vulnerable groups within our society. There's several ways to protect the human rights for its people. The simplest way that we can implement in our daily life is we should understand about its groups, and we should understand about its group characteristic, traits, and culture. So based on that, we can give more respect. We understand about what other groups needs. So we will be more aware about their rights, and we are not forced on our belief to them. For example, when you saw your friend have a different religion, have a different race or culture, you should be aware about that, and you should not force your belief towards them. Of course, it can help you understand about their human rights, and also about their equality in our society, because all of us is equal, and we also have a national motto called Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. It means that we are unity and diversity. So it also teaches us to respect our rights, and we should not differentiate people based on their race, sexual orientation, religion, or maybe even their culture. So here's the things that we should learn together to create a peaceful society. Thank you.